Ladies and gentlemen, today is Thursday and I will proudly present you today's episode of the Late Authors Show. You all know this show's concept. We always have an author here to tell us a bit about his latest novel. And today we have a guest from very far away, or rather long ago. Please give a warm welcome to Sir William Shakespeare.
Pleasure. I know what allows me coming hither. And I will proudly present to you my latest masterpiece, which is
The Tragedy of King Richard III.
Oh, right,
So
of course.
our team has loved this play so much that we have reproduced some sequences of it, which we are going to see today during our interview. But for those people like me who haven't got any clue at all yet, who are we going to meet in that play today?
So first of all we have Edward, who's king at the moment, and his wife, Queen Elizabeth. Edward has got two brothers, including George, Duke of Clarence, and Richard, Duke of Gloucester. Then there's Prince Edward, but he's dead by now. Prince Edward has a wife. She is called Lady Anne. And of course there's King Henry, who's also dead, and his widow and ex-queen Margaret. And then we've got
Well, that is a lot.
there must be many people to a story as complex as that. But I think I can allow myself to introduce the others to you when you have seen the first part of the story, can't I?
Sure, you can. Let's see what Richard here has to tell us.
I hate my life at the moment. I'm ugly, nobody loves me, I don't have many friends. This country is filled with peace, and this peace is created by my vicious brother Edward, King of England. He's of the house York. I am of the house Lancaster, which obviously is the better house. I would love to be king, but my older brother Edward is king. Stupid bugger. Luckily he's very ill, so he will die very soon anyway. Something here has got to change. I will make this country great again. Richard first! Firstly, I have to get rid of my brother Clarence. I already made Edward looking up in the Tower of London. Then there still is the other Edward, the King Edward's son. I already took care of this problem. And because I really enjoyed the process of killing him, I killed his grandfather Henry too. Why not? I now wish to see his widow, Lady Anne. She would have been queen anyway, so why should she refuse to be my queen?
Damn. You're dead. Like, how could you actually do this to me? I loved you endlessly, and you just did not take enough care of yourself to survive your uncle. Seriously. I know he hated you. And I know he wants to become king by giving your life. Well, that was a bit too much of a price, wasn't it?
May I?
Return to where you come from! Return to her, you bastard! Killer of my beloved husband! And I almost forgot. Killer of the king.
I would return to your bedroom if it was where I came from.
Pardon?
Do I have to say this any clearer? You? Me? Bedroom?
After you've killed my husband.
I only killed him so you could finally meet the man who loves you better.
Where is he?
right here. Your beauty is my sun, my day, my life.
I'd rather be dead than married to you. If my beauty is the reason for you to love me, I'd love to rip it out of my face.
If you cannot forgive me, I'd rather be dead than live without you. Kill me, for it was me who killed your husband.
I can't kill you. I'd not be better than you.
Then tell me to do it, and I will do it myself.
Put it down.
Do I have a chance?
Anyone has chances.
Allow me to give you this ring.
Taking this ring doesn't mean I will take you.
Do me a favor. Keep it. My whole life is about winning. I don't lose often. In fact, I almost never lose.
In case someone here has got problems with your older language or our mother language, I organized an expert for us to translate today.
I've got the impression you don't trust my magnificent language skills.
Well, that was exactly what I meant. Please welcome Arthur Rich, today's expert of language.
Good evening!
Yeah. So, how does the story go on?
Oh dear, what a disaster. So, Clarence has found his time of departure now. Richard has sent for 2 murderers to kill him in the tower. His body is laying in a barrel of wine. Do you remember Queen Margaret, the king's widow? She knows that Richard is up to something, but she doesn't know what, and she doesn't trust him. But Edward gets better and better, and he gets them both to reconcile. To keep this whole peace thing up, Elizabeth wants Clarence to be brought and forgiven. But of course, you can't get somebody who's laying in a barrel of wine. At this point of the story, Richard tells his brother Edward that Clarence has died, and that, of course, doesn't please the king at all.
What Shakespeare means is that genius Richard has organized 2 murderers to kill Clarence. Then, because of all the fights between Elizabeth, Margaret and Richard, King Edward tries to make peace between them. Elizabeth wants to have Clarence around so that he can be part of this peace thing. But of course, he's dead. That doesn't make the old king very happy. Actually, so unhappy that he died.
So what happens to Richard now? Isn't he the only one left in the line of succession?
Not yet. There's still the crown prince before him, Edward Jr.'s son. But before I want to tell you about him, it's important to know that Elizabeth's brother and her son have died as Richard wanted them to.
Will that dying stop at one point of the story? At least we've got the crown prince left, and Richard wouldn't act out against a child, would he?
This Richard is very clever. Do you really think these 2 stupid boys could have stopped him?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Rich is right. Because Richard is now protector of law during the time nobody is king. Firstly, he lets Elizabeth's brother and her son from her first marriage be killed. And even though Elizabeth could flee with one of her other sons and seek asylum in the holiest place of town, Richard comes after them and imprisons the 2 princes into the tower.
The tower?
What a cruel man. A cunning idea of mine. I always had a piece of that.
Please, guys, please. I've got the impression Richard has won now.
Yes, you will see.
Lord Buckingham, my dear propaganda man. Very successful. Or at least more successful than at killing the crown princess. Well, all you had to do was to tell London that I am a better king than anyone else would be. So why could you fail at this? But who cares? Did it work?
At first, not at all. But then, and after some time, like 10 people really cried, "Long live King Richard!"
Glad to hear. But shouldn't the mayor come and tell me this good news?
I believe he will. I told the people what a great relation you had to church. So why not get a Bible? Quick, he will arrive any moment.
Lord Gloucester, I see you praying. Sorry to interrupt you. Lord Buckingham didn't disappoint me when he said you wouldn't do anything but pray all day long.
No need to apologize. So, is it urgent then?
Yes, sir, it is. The people of London have heard of your success. And Lord Buckingham insisted on telling me that they want to see you as king. I have had a look myself. Can't believe they want you. And actually, they beg you to become our new leader.
What? Me? But I am only an unimportant man. How can I accept such a position of honor? I cannot and I will not lead this country.
You mustn't refuse. Wasn't it your wish anyway to become king? Wasn't that why you told me to kill Liebhardt?
Quiet, Buckingham. Sorry. You are right, I owe you. How can I show you how thankful I am? I will name my palace after you. When will I be crowned?
Tomorrow, Your Majesty, if you will find the time.
How could I not have time for this?
Then tomorrow.
Yes.
I see, and now?
Richard's king now, but not everything is going well. Firstly, he has spread the rumor that his wife Anne is very sick and likely to die, but he actually imprisoned her in the Tower of London. He has no use for her anymore.
Oh dear, poor Anne.
Excuse
but
me.
that's actually not bad for Richard, is it?
Not at all. But one day some messengers come and see him to tell him there are ongoing conflicts between him and some of other dukes, including Sir Henry Duke of Richmond. As well, Catesby comes to tell him some other bad news.
Wait, who's Catesby again?
He's just another lord and a bit of a friend of Richard.
Mr. Rich, could you please sum this all up for me in modern English again?
Sure. Richard sends Anne to the tower, leaves her there. Good move of him. She was useless anyway. But after everything went so well for him, some 3 guys come to tell him there's war now. Then there comes Lord Catesby. But see yourself.
Sir Richard, it's bad news.
What is it?
You might remember your cousin Lord Buckingham.
Of course! Good old friend of mine. What did he do today? Have sex with his goats? Killed someone? Is he dead?
Why would he be dead?
You didn't ask me about the goats. Don't know there's always something he does wrong, isn't there?
I think he won't do anything wrong in your presence from now on.
Why would that be so?
Well, he's gone.
Gone. Where would he go and why?
Well, nobody knows where he is now, but I heard some rumors saying he didn't want to endure you anymore.
Oh dear, today's not my day. I have received 3 messages saying that other dukes from somewhere around are armed against me, including the Duke of Richmond, and now you come and tell me my only friend has left, failed and betrayed me.
There's one more thing I still have to tell you, and it's probably even worse.
What Catesby could be worse than him leaving me?
He set up an army against you and is fighting along with Richmond.
He did what? And what am I going to do now?
I believe you'll find someone fighting with you.
Where is Richmond's army at the moment?
They are fighting at Pembroke, that's in Wales.
Okay, repeat this after me. I will go and send for an army. I will find Lord Buckingham and I'll have him killed. I will not return until Buckingham is dead. I will make our country great again.
I will go and send for an army. I will find Lord Buckingham and have him killed. I will not return until Lord Buckingham is dead. And I will make our country great again.
That's my boy. And don't believe you can come back here giving me some fake news.
Thank God, I already thought he had won.
I can't believe you don't want Richard to win. After all, he's very handsome, attractive, cute.
Yeah, whatever. Well, what I would like to know is, can he actually win the battle? And
Poor Richard. He's completely alone now. Apart from his army. Before battle he has bad nightmares and he can't sleep at all. Poor Richard.
well, yeah. Does he even have a chance to win? Let's see.
I didn't think you dared to appear.
How could I not after you have killed half of my army?
You have killed 5 of my soldiers just because they looked a bit like me. There's still a bit of chance to get away from here.
Help me! I'm not getting out of here! A goat! A horse! A kingdom for the horse! Help me! Please! Please! We can talk us out of... Please! Don't kill me!
All I wish
Don't
is
kill
your
me!
death.
No!
I've got one last question for you, which is, what has inspired you to write this play? Was it the real King Richard? Was he really like that?
Well, he actually wasn't like that. He was actually pretty handsome.
Oh, alright. So,
Well,
please put it down.
Sorry.
well, me, as a successor of the House of Tudor, couldn't write something positive about somebody from the House of Lancaster. That would just be...
Okay. I understand that. So do you have any ideas for further plays yet?
Yeah, I pretty much like the idea of everybody dying in the end. Maybe a boy and a girl. They fall in love with each other and then they die, or they they kill themselves. I gotta write this down.
Oh God. Not again, please.
Boy,
Yeah.
girl, die. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
See-
sir. Thank you for
Thank you
coming,
very
Sir
much.
Shakespeare. Also, a great thank you to you, Mr. Rich. I really enjoyed having you here. Yeah.
And for everyone who thinks Richard should have stayed king, here's our online referendum. Richard for King 2070!
Well, thank you too. Thank you for seeing the Late Authors show tonight. After the break, we'll have Donald Trump, an author and politician and a musician here, singing his very own version of Wonderwall. Thank you and good night.